Speaking of other items that they've made changes on, whether by force, pressure, or by choice, I'm going to go with pressure, but it's good for VR. In-app purchases are coming to Oculus
Yeah.
Quest App Lab. Full credit, RJ Does VR, who that's his name on Twitter at RJ Does VR. Soaring Rock Studios, is that correct? Do you know that?
I don't know.
I will put, if I'm wrong, I'll edit this video, but I believe it's Soaring Rock Studios. Has games like Conjure Cards, tons of like he never stops pumping out like ideas for games and stuff. So please check him out. But he did respond to Carmack directly in a tweet asking about in-app purchases, where Carmack advised that they should be available now, or he thought they were. RJ strong-armed and said nope, and within now 2 weeks, according to Carmack, who is very angered by that statement, looked into it and it tweeted back that within 2 weeks it's in the pipeline to be coming. And weeks, he said weeks, not months. So whatever that means, in-app purchases are coming to Oculus Quest App Lab, which is again now great for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Why are they making these changes right now? Is this just going with what you said? They are actually trying to do what's good for VR?
I don't like. I wish I knew the correct answer to that. I mean, a lot of times it's probably just people in the background weighing pros and cons. Like, Carmack always talks about how it goes against a lot of things. Like,
Yep.
or he'll say they aggressively argue in the background over what the right direction is. And I think a lot of times he is arguing for the benefit of, the VR consumer.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. And I can't say why certain decisions are made or aren't made. But yeah, maybe they are turning over a new leaf for whatever reason. And it just looking for the good of VR, which I'm all for.
You know how many comments we're about to get.
Well, listen, I mean, I am known. It's funny when I see like comments about me on Reddit or just on other channels and stuff like, well, Matt is, super against Facebook, super against Oculus. Because I've said some bad things about them, doesn't mean I can't stay open-minded. It's just, I call things as they are. When they do something I disagree with, I'll say I disagree with it. I don't like this part.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to game on PC VR than a mobile Oculus Quest. I'm just saying my truth. It doesn't mean I'm super against them. I will at the same time say they're the only one pumping money into VR right now. So obviously we that's huge. So I'm just calling it like it is.
We don't get unfortunately, our opportunities, you got to think about it. It's a weird way to communicate. Our opportunities to communicate with people is making an X amount of minutes video. And we have to get all of our thoughts out perfectly in that one run, which is that's not how communication works. A good flowing conversation, you will be wrong in that conversation numerous times. Someone may mention that, say, hey, did you think of it this way? Oh, no, I didn't think of it that way. Great point. That's how conversation works. But what we're doing is it's not a conversation. We are trying to think of all sides, but we only have one chance to express that. And typically we will miss something. And then unfortunately the comments blow us up and now it's not in a good sense.
Or at the same time, people don't know your thought process to how you came to a conclusion.
Sure.
Like you're just saying the conclusion, but you don't have an hour. No one's going to, stick around for an hour to see how you came to that conclusion. So if you
this
can't
video
get it
is
out,
probably going to be an hour, so stick around.
but if you can't get it out in 60 seconds, people are either moving on or whatever, forming their own opinion. It's exactly what you said. It's not an easy platform.
Yep. I wish this decision, going back to the in-app purchases, came sooner. There are some entities that would be multi-million-dollar studios right now. Gorilla Tag, I'm looking at. Gorilla Tag has hundreds of thousands of users at one point daily. New users, hundreds of thousands of new users daily. That up until now, and still not now until this gets enacted, had very little ways to monetize. Actually, they had some ways to monetize off platform, but had zero ways to monetize on the Quest platform. The amount of money that they could have raised. Now, think what you want about Gorilla Tag, anyone who hasn't played it, right? But think of what it was, and I think it's one guy, or one entity, one person.
Yeah, I think it's one person, yeah.
But I remember reading that people were mad about the moderating abilities of Gorilla Tag, and literally responded, "It's just me, guys. He bans thousands of people a day, but it's literally just him."
That's painful. And it's a free game, so just think about how much time and effort he's putting in.
And if he had the ability to have monetized that previously and raised millions of dollars, I don't know what the dollar amount would be, but I honestly, hundreds of thousands of users a day, new users, he could have been raising some serious cash. And then that one developer who made something that people loved, regardless of if it's for you or not, then probably would have made something else for VR and something else, and has no ability to do that yet.
You can argue though he wouldn't have had, you know, hundreds of thousands of new users if it wasn't free.
Yeah, but he's providing a service that got that far. That should be rewarded.
I agree.
That should be rewarded. It should.
I agree.
Be rewarded.
And that's like a perfect scenario for like in-app ads, which
is it? Whoa.
That's another very dangerous topic there. But I mean, if it just had in-app ads, it probably, as many people would have picked it up because it's still free, and we're so used to ignoring ads right now. We probably wouldn't mind as much. I don't know. Anytime something changes, people flip out, like we spoke about earlier. But if they're like non-intrusive in-app ads, and and all these hundreds of thousands of people are coming in, he's generating dough. I think it's a decent candidate, but I don't know.
I will be very excited. There's no metrics we'll ever be able to see, but let's say in a couple weeks, in-app purchases go live on Oculus Quest for the Apple App apps. I'd be interested to see how he does. If there's any metrics that he ever shares as a celebratory kind of messaging. I don't know if he legally can share that stuff, but I wish developers who have apps on App Lab, once that ability comes live, I wish you the best, and I hope you make some money for your work.
Now, just staying on, I agree he does deserve something for this. Absolutely. At the same time, let's say, okay, in-app labs pop up, in-app purchases come up. What are you going to purchase in Gorilla Tag? Are people going to suddenly start, spending money on avatar changes? I don't know. I mean, again, I don't have metrics to look at. And I know DLC is huge for games. Huge. But with my mindset, it's like, no, it's a free game. I got it because it's free. I don't want to spend any money. But again, I'm probably not the norm. So maybe if he had like avatar purchases, he'd make a boatload of money.
Custom avatar purchases, I think I purchase dumb shit, dude. I purchase really dumb shit. Like if I like something and just want to have something change, I will buy some dumb cosmetic shit because I just like the game. I support, like, let's put it this way, Everslot, right? You love that game. I'm gonna pick a game that I know I got you by the balls with emotional content on. Like, I love that game. If he decided to put like different types of guns that you could pay for a skin, like, I'd probably buy one. It's meaningless. I play the game, like, if there's no changes other than how they look, I might buy one if it looked cool and it just made me feel like more of a badass. I'd buy it.
I probably wouldn't. But that's me. I know. I mean, I was just thinking because my brain went to Legendary Tales, and like one thing that I love Legendary Tales. Like 30 hours into it, trying to beat the boss, we can't do it. But I keep wishing the game had cosmetics, and I'm like, crap, I might pay for cosmetic changes. In that game, I might actually do that. And that's a paid game, and that's an expensive game. That's a $40 title, I believe.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Pay for shit. I'll pay for shit. If I'm emotionally invested, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm spending tons of time in there. There's where the reality part comes in the virtual world. I'm having fun virtually in this title. I'm emotionally connected. And just like in real life, or maybe I'll buy a new shirt every now and then because I want to change my appearance and I like that, how it makes me feel. I want to buy a new in-game skin because it changes my appearance. I like the change a little and I feel like invigorated in that game. It's just, the emotional connection is real and I will pay for shit in the game.
Yeah, no, we definitely have a connection to our games these days.
Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips, or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.